In our last video, we discussed the Comprehensive Environmental Pollution Index (CEPI) and its role in environmental clearance for industries. A high CEPI score can make it challenging for industries to get approvals, making it crucial to have a well-prepared Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) report. How to prepare an EIA report? Welcome to Mahabal Enviro Engineers Private Limited. Today, we'll explore how an Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) report is prepared for developmental projects. What is an EIA report? An EIA report is created following the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change for development projects under the EIA notification of 2006. In 2009, the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change mandated NABED accreditation for consultants conducting EIAs across all project types listed in the 2006 notification. Why conduct an EIA? The primary goal of conducting an EIA is to obtain environmental clearance before applying for consent to establish CTE, which is essential before starting any construction. Stages of the EIA process. Let's walk through the stages of preparing an EIA report. Site selection. The project proponent must ensure that the proposed land use aligns with the area's development plan. If no approved plan exists, they must get approval from the relevant authority. Project categorization. Projects are categorized into two types, Category A and B. Category B is further divided into B1 and B2. While Category A and B1 require an EIA, B2 does not. Screening. This step assesses the project scale, location, and type to determine whether statutory environmental clearance is required. Scoping. This phase evaluates potential impacts, defines the area of influence, and outlines necessary mitigation measures and monitoring requirements. Baseline data collection. Consultants gather key environmental data from the study area. Impact prediction. The assessment predicts both positive and negative impacts, including temporary, permanent, reversible, and irreversible effects. Mitigation measures. Once impacts are identified, strategies to reduce or manage these effects are recommended. Public hearing. In this step, the local community and stakeholders engage with the project team and consultants to express their concerns and feedback. Final decision. The Impact Assessment Authority, along with experts, consults with the project leader to finalize the EIA and the Environmental Management Plan. Contents of an EIA report. The Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change's guidelines specify that an EIA report should include the following sections: Introduction, Project Description, Environmental Status, Impact Predictions, Mitigation Strategies, Alternative Analysis, Monitoring Program, Additional Studies, Project Benefits, Management Plans, and a summary. Key components. When preparing the EIA, include important project details like the proponent's profile, contact information, project description, location, and significance. Make sure to note any applicable national or international environmental laws and restrictions imposed by authorities. Other components to include are pending litigation status, environmental compliance in case of project expansions or modernizations, and adherence to worker health and safety standards. Don't forget to highlight community benefits such as infrastructure development and job creation. Additionally, it's important to address waste management protocols covering garbage collection, treatment, disposal, and infrastructure maintenance. Community awareness programs should also be a part of the EIA process. Reporting and compliance. Once the project is underway, compliance monitoring reports must be submitted in June and December each year, adhering to the environmental clearance terms. These reports must also be made publicly available as required by the 2006 notification. If you need certified NABED consultants to help with planning and preparing your EIA report, our experts at Mahabal Enviro Engineers Private Limited are here to assist you with environmental compliance and biannual compliance reporting. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.